to the Everything But the Battle podcast. We are here with Rabbi and Master Distiller Benjamin Tarabello. If you don't know that I'm the guy running the podcast, you gotta go back in time and find out. We talk about everything but what's in the battle, so we don't discuss flavors, we discuss how to open your own distillery, which, guys, we do as a consultant on ttbmath.com. You need to check out ttbmath.com. We have unbelievable capability, and we'll actually save you boatloads of money. Stop paying those high-end lawyers. Just visit us. Send us a DM. Now, we're going through the state of New York, and this is the first step of distilled spirits, whiskeys, and brandies in the great state of New York. Now, New York was one of the first states to jump on the micro nano farm distillery bandwagon. You want to use that word? And it's just been booming since the historic New York combined with that name, New York. Frank Sinatra, who is not New York, even though he sings a song but drinks, I think it's Jack Daniels. I wish he just would have known about Tarabellos. Go back and forth in time. Is that possible? New York, we're booming as a distilling state. Thousands of distilleries to capacity, okay? Tourism is a tough challenge getting people to actually go on tours. Overall, if you can get yourself in the right place, you got a spot, okay? So now, the general commercial license is like in every state. Large scale production, contract distilling, you can do other people. Very much gotta hit those high numbers or you're out. Look, I don't tell everyone this, but if you're listening to my show, you probably are not up to there yet, even if you think you are, okay? Just ask yourself, what is proof gallon? Can't answer that question. You should scroll down to a farm distiller's license. From farm distilling, we just go by taste. Okay, so standard license, what you have to have a C Corp, an S Corp, limited liability partnership, and or be a sole proprietor. Okay, anyone over owning more than 10%, gotta let them SLA know. That is our best friend, the State Liquor Authority. You gotta pass a lot of rules. You can't have a criminal history, any like UIs or anything. Financial history gotta be clean, business history clean, and you gotta have character references. So your rabbi, somebody gotta sign off for you. Okay, facility has to be a fixed address. No mobile distilleries. Duh. Yeah, to comply with applicable building code stating the obvious and meet all TTB regulations and DSPs, distilled spirit plants regulation. Or you gotta have a federal before the state, essentially. Okay, you gotta make everyone happy in the local state, local city guidelines. Okay, so you're gonna go to the federal, something we at TTB Math do for a living, guide you through the process. Make sure you have financial capability for this license. The state's gonna request all the information and how you plan on doing it, guys. Here at TTB Math, you know how to get this done without having to have the millions of dollars in your account sitting there. Send us a DM, probably save you more than you can imagine, okay? You have to be able to pay for the equipment, the barrels, the facility improvements, the build out, as they call it, the raw materials, and working capital. All there waiting while the government might take their merry old time. You must be within Tide House compliance. You cannot sell directly. You must work the ABCs. You must have a distributor. I'm not going to go through the nightmare again to tell you all about that, okay? Source your raw materials wherever it is where you're getting it from. Unlike farm distilleries and standard distilleries, there is no restriction. You can get it from your buddy in the state over or whatever, okay? The benefit? Unlimited production. You can scale as much as you want, any contract. You'll never have to upgrade license. You can have as many barrels as you want. The downside is nobody's your best friend in the state, okay? You can get the material, whatever you want. On-premise and tasting sales. Can you do it? Yep, you do. You can have tours, private events, and building direct relationships with consumers because they're doing that. I wish you don't go down this route unless you really have a lot of money, okay? You cannot do a wholesale. You must do the 3-tier system, okay? Direct to consumers? I wonder. Actually, I'm not clear about that because you're not a New York distillery. My guess is it is out. You have tremendous product diversity because you can do fruit. Not all farm distillery licenses could do fruit. You can age as much as you want. You can do contract distilling, right? Brand positioning. Obviously, your licensing is more money. $4,000, almost $3,200 a year. $100 for every brand label. $200 for brand labels of spirits produced out of New York State, okay, that you're bringing in. You lose a lot, a farm distillery, but we're assuming you have the capital not to worry about that. You must be very in compliance, okay? Very in compliance and very capital, okay? When you start. That means you must have professional grade equipment, facility improvements to match that, barrel inventory for aging, and raw materials. Everything must be there, like for 2 to 5 years of operation. The government likes seeing that you have money. They don't want another belly up. I guess it reflects badly on the state, governorship, or whatever. Okay, good luck getting distribution. I'm not gonna go through that right now. The Tide House restrictions are a nightmare. Can't own bars, restaurants, maybe even some forms of hotel and entertainment and retail shops. Okay, so you're out of there on that one. That cutting it out, paying 40% to a guy that's essentially a DHL delivery company. Okay, and I'm not a fan. I'm not a fan. Really not. Okay, of this whole licensing. Again, if you have the cash and you go for it, guys. That's it for today. We look forward to seeing you tomorrow. Reach out with any questions if you're looking to start a distillery. We love being a consultant. Our passion is starting you up at an affordable. Visit ttmath.com, send a DM. Ignore the prices because I just love startups. We'll be in touch. See you all tomorrow. Don't forget to subscribe and follow. You make us thinking.